Hey, just want to let you know yesterday the California Board of Pharmacy updated their website with letting you know that if you were one of the scores that were invalidated, you can retake the examination November 16th and 17th. Now, some people received this news earlier than others or acted on it earlier than others, and I'm hearing that even if you can retake it and have the time to retake it, you may not be able to take it in California. You may have to take it in another state. And I'm not exactly sure how that works, but that's what I'm hearing. So that was the update, and that's the decision. Again, let's separate the Board of Pharmacy, which is the governing body, and the California Pharmacists Association or Pharmacy Association, which has some words they wanted to say about that. So right now, they're saying that they will expedite the results of the exam, but I don't know what expedite means. I don't know how long that will last. So Fox 26 News picked up on this, and this was also yesterday, that aspiring pharmacists speak out after cheating leads to invalidated test scores. And it's not my content, but you can find it on local Fox 26 News, just invalidated test scores or pharmacy. And what you find is that these stories are so individual. That is, each person has their own kind of trial that comes along with this invalidated score. So you've got someone who maybe has taken the test before and now is trying to take it again. Or you've got someone that's graduating for the first time and is trying to get licensed but can't and has lost their position because their intern license already went out and their contract says, that's it. So they're being let go, I think, November 1st. And I think that's happening across a number of positions. And then there are the residencies where you're supposed to finish 3/4 of your residency as a licensed pharmacist. That's not possible with this. And the big issue you have is if you fail it now, then you're really in trouble because your second chance to take it might not come till end of the residency or outside the residency itself. So it's quite a bit of a mess, and every single case seems to be individual, but it seems like 1,400 people are being affected. Now, if you want to find out what the California Pharmacists Association is doing, the Pharmacy Podcast Network, episode 876, has an interview with John R. Roth, who is the CEO, and that came a little after noon yesterday. But that goes over kind of the details of what the California Pharmacists Association is doing and trying to do to make sure that these results come out quickly, and quickly may mean January rather than March. But again, still a very difficult thing. But the big concern you have now is repayment, because most of you will probably start repaying in November. And I don't think those of you that have $200,000, $400,000, $300,000 in loans were thinking you're not going to have a job or even an opportunity to get a job as a pharmacist by this time. I don't know what you do if you have all private loans. I understand that my understanding, and this may be wrong, is that a school that is not accredited yet, that is in candidate or whatever status, that you had to take out private loans. And my understanding is that you should talk to your private loan servicer and let them know the situation. The federal loans, they have a website. So you go to Federal Student Aid, studentaid.ed.gov, and then just repay loans. And then one of the tabs is, what should I do if I'm having trouble making my payment? What happens if I don't make it? And it gives you this infographic that kind of gives you, and I'll bring you down here, but the infographic here that says what you are supposed to do or what you can do. And really, I think it's not just talking with the loan servicer, but also one of the experts that are out there, whether it's studentloanplanner.com, whether it's your financial pharmacist, the guys over there, but there are some people that are experts on this, but there are very few experts on something like this. But I can't tell you how important it is to get this piece set up. Now, I don't know if what I did, 20 years ago is something you could do now, which is I went to community college. After I actually went back to undergrad because I wanted to finish my undergrad degree. I did the couple of years of pre-pharmacy, got my doctorate, and then wanted to finish up my degree in writing and become a writer, journalist, and all that on the side while I was a pharmacist. But I ended up finding out mathematically it made more financial sense for me to stay in community college for 6 credits and continue to defer the loans that were subsidized than it was for those that are not. Now, I don't know if you can still do that anymore, but that was something that I did. But again, I feel for all you guys, but I wanted to give you the most up-to-date information. I know that those of you that are residents, hopefully, if you're in California, what you're learning as in the hospital is very much related to what you'll be tested on. This is unprecedented that you got to see a full examination before you have to take the exam over again. But I do hear that the exam questions seem to come out of left field, and you have to be ready for anything. So again, I think it's about communicating with everybody, making sure that you have them get on your team to help you pass this, and hopefully you pass it. But if you don't, I still would make some kind of plans to know what you can do if you get the results that you did not pass, because student loan debt is unlike any other debt in terms of how it will ruin your financial world for life or for a very long time if you don't pay it or you get behind on them. So again, I wish I could be a better resource, but I'm just not an expert on this complexity of student loans. And I know many people have been in your position, and I know people have gotten advice in your position. So hopefully we'll start seeing some communities develop with those that were not able to take their CPJE, and we'll be able to help each other.